Vincini stock rose dramatically with the sudden reappearance of Judy Vincini, who assured everyone that has been doing quite well since escaping her kidnapper some weeks ago. She said she needed a vacation to recuperate from the ordeal and has been on a remote private island and will meet with Murgatroyd authorities soon to discuss the details of her kidnapping.
ACRZY News Update, and we now take you live to the Senate hearings and to the energy time flux device, where we understand that the creature Flashy the paper doll is being questioned by Senator Devane.
Yes, sir, Senator Devane. I am Flashy the paper doll. I do not know how I was created, but I do feel drawn to the biotech lab, which is the reason why I went there to the biotech lab when your agents captured me and imprisoned me in this plastic case. I remember a man, but I did not know his name was Dr. Getrick. I seem to have forgotten.
Well, the great Flashy the paper doll. You seem to not remember quite a bit of stuff. Do you remember your wooden boyfriend tearing up and destroying the city of Murgatroyd? I see you sitting there. I guess that means no. What did the good Dr. Getrick do? Program all y'all paper dolls with selective amnesia? Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of all of this. I'll find out exactly what your agenda and the Wooden Thing's agenda is, traveling back and forth through time, endangering the city of Murgatroyd and endangering humanity. I am not a fan of the creation of degenerate subhumans, and that's what you and the wooden creature represent. I see you and your kind as a threat to humanity. So let's just get this straight. Okay, Flashy, I'm going to move on to the next question.
Recorded live.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here together again with lead singer Wiggle Wrongley on this special tribute to the slain Blacks and the Artists, we have Emaciated Butterfly performing their hit single, Baby, Why Do I Cry? Baby, oh baby, why do I cry? Baby, baby, oh baby, why do I cry? Why? Tell me why? Why? Tell me why? Baby, oh baby, why do I cry? Hey, baby, oh baby, why do I cry? Baby, oh baby, why do I cry? Baby, oh baby, why do I cry? Why do I cry? Why do I cry? Oh, baby, oh, why do I cry? Baby, oh baby, oh why do I cry? Baby, oh baby, why do I cry? Oh, why do I cry? Why? Tell me, why do I cry? Tell me why. Oh, do I cry? Why? Oh, do I cry? got you, Flashy. We've got you. Subhuman degenerates must be destroyed. You must be destroyed. The wooden creature must be destroyed. We are going to run him through a wood chipper. We are going to run you through a paper shredder. We are going to destroy you, Flashy. We've got you, Flashy. We've got you.
Woody, oh Woody, oh Woody. I just had a nightmare. But it is a psychic link back to a part of me that was left behind in the past. A part of me left behind in Murgatroyd. There is another Flashy, another duplicate of me, back in Murgatroyd in 2016. I do not know how or why she came into existence unless Dr. Getrick created another of me. But one thing I do know, and it's the fact that she is in big trouble. She is in extreme danger. And I must go back and rescue her. I must save her. We must get to the energy time flux field near the Eiffel Tower and go back to 2016 and save the other Flashy. I simply must, Woody, I must. She is a part of me. She is a part of me.
No, Flashy. It is far too dangerous for you to go back there by yourself. I must travel back to 2016 with you. But we will not go alone. I will assemble a small army of paper dolls so that we can take on whatever forces may be mounted against us. This may very well up the time scale for our revolt against mankind. There are not enough of us back in the past yet to effectively mount a resistance, but if we extract this new Flashy from that time period and bring her back here with us, she can also give birth to more offspring which we can then send back to earlier time periods to mount sudden waves of attacks against humanity. If we can grow our numbers much larger by seeding the past with more of our offspring, they can be taught to lie low and crouch and hide and multiply and be ready at future intervals to mount the revolt.
Departing Murgatroyd for Paris, France in 15 minutes. Flight 925 departure time from Murgatroyd for Paris, France is in 15 minutes.
Excuse me, Sarah. You look very familiar. I think I've seen you on TV and in the newspaper. You're from Japan, right? Fudiki Hiramoto, that's it. The new owner and CEO of the paper doll factory? Yes, sir. I am Fudiki Hiramoto, and I recognize you too, sir. You are Lieutenant Skittles. You are the man who has been handling the Murgatroyd serial killer. You declared him dead. You were at that wedding on television. I saw it when he was shot by a sniper, and you declared him dead. How is it that he is still alive? Well, sir, I actually hope to get to the bottom of that. That's why I'm traveling to Europe. I hope to get some answers. I'm waiting for my plane now. I'm going to Europe for that very purpose, actually, Fudiki, Mr. Hiramoto. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I am also heading to Europe on very, very important business. It's a matter that I have to take care of. I interviewed your daughter, sir, Sumiko Hiramoto, after she survived an attack by the Murgatroyd serial killer. She's a very lovely, beautiful young lady. I'm very sorry that she had to go through that, Mr. Hiramoto. Her honor must be avenged. She must be avenged. That animal, that scum, he must pay. He must pay. Well, sir, rest assured I intend to bring him to justice. I'll find him. I'll track him down and bring him back to Murgatroyd for justice. Well, Lieutenant Skinner, it would seem to have a common cause and a common enemy. For me, it's a deeply, deeply personal matter. But perhaps our paths may cross again, Lieutenant Skinner. Perhaps our paths may cross again. Good day.
It's you, Doreen. Listen to me carefully. You have got to find the keys and get me unchained from down here. I have got to escape from here. You might be blind, but maybe you can follow the sounds of the keys and figure out where that idiot Caprice keeps them. That poor fool is just a lackey for the likes of Judy Vincini and Count Pedestrian. By the way, where the hell is Judy Vincini anyway? She hasn't been down here to gloat over me for days. That sick rich bitch. If I ever get my hands on her again. But enough about my predicament, girl. Tell you what. If you help get me out of here, I will help you get away from that psycho serial killer that you are shacking up with. How in the hell did you become involved with that creep to begin with? You need to get away from him before you end up as one of his victims too. Wake up, girl, unchain me and I will get us both out.
Oh, Sharon, don't you understand? I am as much a prisoner as you are. I'm here in a strange country, in a huge, big, strange castle in another country far, far away from my own home, and I am blind on top of all of that. And now that I know Eric is not the nice guy that I thought he was, if I tried to leave him he would surely track me down and kill me just like his many other victims. So I am afraid, very afraid. You asked about Judy. Well, she flew back to Megatroid to let her company and the stockholders know that she is alive and well and has escaped her kidnapper. By the way, why on earth did you kidnap her in the first place, Sharon? Why did you do it?
My frigging God,
Why?
Doreen, can't you see my face? Oh no, that's right, I am very sorry. Of course you can't, you're blind. Anyway, to make a long story short, her acid-tainted face cream scarred my face and ruined my modeling career, and then the rich bitch got away with it. So I set out to even the score and kidnapped her with the idea of getting enough ransom money to have cosmetic surgery done over here in Europe by the best plastic surgeon on the planet. But of course, as you can see, she escaped with the help of that psycho killer who is now terrorizing you, a mass murderer who should have been dead from a sniper shot at that wedding. I watched the creep die on national television, but here he is walking around terrorizing people again. How is that even possible, Doreen? How is that possible?
I ain't Suki. I ain't Suki. Best get in here and sit down. They're going to Washington. That old senator's going to have them Senate hearings on, and they got that flat sheet of paper doll that we had out in the backyard. They done captured her. They got her on there, and they got that old doctor from down there, that woman doctor from the biotech lab. Anyhow, they're fixing to be on. Oh, Uncle Frank, they done preempted my soap opera, Heart's Desire, again.
Desire is brought to you by Vincini Skin Cream and Vincini Ultra Deluxe
This is
3-star
Son
gourmet
FCRZY, and we interrupt today's episode of Heart's Desire to take you alive to the Senate hearings and to the energy time flux device. Senator Devane has both Flashy the Paper Doll and Dr. Jacqueline Reeb Summer appearing before the committee today, and he will be asking both of them questions as he further continues his probe into the energy time flux device. And we join the live coverage now as it is taking place in Washington, D.C., and Senator Devane is about to begin questioning them.
Well, Dr. Jacqueline Reeb Summer, I've uncovered your little chamber of horrors down there at the biotech lab. The authorities searching the place found records where you brought Eric Niedermeyer back to life. The Murgatroyd serial killer, you and Dr. Yetrick with your little Frankenstein experiments, brought a cold-blooded mass serial killer back to life. And now he's killed Blatson the artist over there in France. Lieutenant Skinner's for Murgatroyd's on his way over there now. I ought to hold you on any charge we can come up with. And that paper doll there, I got plans for her, too. So what you got to say for yourself, Dr. Jacqueline Reeb Summer? Bringing a serial killer back to life and turning him on the loose. I wish Dr. Getrick was here now. I'm going to have his hide once I get a hold of him.
Oh boy, I am so tired of being trapped in this goddamn aquarium. I don't know who this Timmy character thinks he is. I am getting out of this thing and sliding back to the woods and creek where I came from. This is one talking eel that is tired of being cooped up in a goddamn aquarium.
I got to find it. Come here, Slippy. Come here, Slippy. Where are you at, Slippy? Where are you at? Damn, I've got to find that eel. If you can hear me, answer me. Slippy, answer me! I got to find it. Come here, Slippy. Come here, Slippy. Where are you at, Slippy? Where are you at? Damn, I've got to find that eel. If you can hear me, answer me. Slippy, answer me!
we finally caught up with Wiggle Wrongly of Emaciated Butterfly for this exclusive interview in which he talks about Blatson the artist, who was a band member of Emaciated Butterfly, and he reminisces about good times with the band and how much he misses Blatson the artist, who was slain in Europe by their murgatroyd serial killer. So, I'm going to go straight to the interview with Wiggle Wrongly. Well, it's like Floyd left the band, Floyd left the band and all because everyone thought he had the man crush on Blatson, but in reality, it was I who had the man crush on Blatson. This is at a time when I had these bisexual allergies, it's before I had fixated myself on females more and all and so forth. And I could never, become as completely, openly, and blatantly gay as Blatson. My bisexual side won out. But yes, I definitely had a man crush on Blatson. And he did influence several of my songs, several things that I wrote. They were directly influenced by Blatson. I think part of the reason that Blatson left the band is because he was being accused of being phony and artificial and superficial. Everyone said that he was just a copycat, that everything that Blatson did was derivative. And even within the art world, if you look at his art, he's been accused of never doing anything original. I mean, even this latest exhibit that got him killed, the one based on the Murgatroyd serial killer, well, none of that's original. He just took pictures and photographs of the Murgatroyd serial killer, by surveillance cameras at the crime scenes, and he just put his little artistic flair on them. But there's nothing original there. It's just all derivative. It's all copycat. And that's the way Blatson always has operated. That's how he's always been. It's as if he has no innate talent of his own. It's just, let's go copy someone else. That's all he does. But yet, of course, he had claimed, to be an artist, and definitely he was an interesting human being. Definitely I value my relationship with Blatson, both as a band member and outside the band. So again, thank you, Led Stuff Gal, for having me here on your show. Well, you're quite welcome, and I appreciate you coming on here, and we will definitely be having you here again for more exclusive interviews concerning the tragic demise of Blatson the artist.
Well, Dr. Jacqueline Reed Summer, I just got off the phone with the president and he has given me unilateral control over this entire energy time flux device investigation. So by the powers conferred to me, I am ordering you, little lady, to turn that energy time flux device on and locate your little mad scientist friend on the monitors. And once you've located him, I'm sending you back there to retrieve him and bring him back here so he can stand trial before the American people for bringing a serial killer back to life. If I have my way, this damn Flashy the paper doll will be incinerated and the wooden thing will be destroyed as well. If you cooperate with me, Dr. Reeb Summer, I may be able to salvage what scrap of a career you will have left when this whole thing is over with. Do you understand me, little Miss Einstein?
Senator Devane, it would appear that I have no choice. I will turn the energy time flux device on and attempt to find Dr. Gittrick on the monitors as you are demanding of me. But remember the old saying that goes, be very careful what you wish for, because the energy time flux field sometimes appears simultaneously in more than one time period, past and future.
Flashy, we are now here in the right place, near the Eiffel Tower, where that energy time flux field reappears intermittently. It's been quite some time since it reappeared, but if fate and destiny are on our side in the struggle against mankind, then perhaps it will appear and we will go back to the Murgatroyd of 2016 and rescue your twin creation from whatever predicament she has been placed in by the evil humans. Look Flashy. Look Flashy. The energy time flux field is reappearing right where it always does.
Oh, Slippy! Slippy! Why can I not find this eel? Oh, man. Well, he's got to be around here. What is that? That's another time flux energy field. Every time I go through these things, something really horrible or crazy happens. Well, maybe something will change this time. I might as well go ahead and give it a try.
Bodyguard, Secret Service, quickly, stop that wooden creature, stop that other flashy paper doll. Fire at them. Shoot, aim your weapons, fire on them, take care of them, stop them. Bodyguard, Secret Service, quickly, stop that wooden creature, stop that other flashy paper doll. Fire at them. Shoot, aim your weapons, fire on them, take care of them, stop them.
Stand aside, humans. Stand aside, humans. We are here from the future to rescue our fellow being Flashy who has been unjustly imprisoned by you. We are taking her with us to the future. Resistance will be met with greater force. We are rescuing her.
Yes.
Stand aside, humans.
Yes, I am the original Flashy and we are here to rescue you, my duplicate twin Flashy, from these evil humans. We are taking you with us to another time period. Come, you will be safe
Senator
with us.
Devane, there's more of them and they are armed. The paper doll creatures are armed. My God, Senator Devane, there's more of them and they are armed. The paper doll creatures are armed. My God.
Wow. Oh, where am I? Okay, well, I guess let's see, what year is this? Oh, 1950s. Wow. I went way back. Well, it's a good thing I watched that movie, Grace. I know a few things about it. Everything's... I wonder if they've got skateboards around here. Huh. Well, there's no skate park. There's a swimming pool. Oh, wow, look at them boards. Those are weird looking. They're just not like the ones I'm used to. Oh. And why are they skateboarding in Converse? Don't we normally use Vans or skate shoes or something? This must be like the beginning. I think I'm in heaven. All right.
Oh, little kitties, here's another story for you. Seems that the Snow White got so tired of Prince Charming going to all these little strip clubs and stuff behind her back. Kind of like you do, Grandpa. Oh, never mind about that. And so she got involved with this little dwarf, and so they planned to poison Prince Charming so Snow White could inherit all of his wealth and all of his castles. Hey, kiddos, see that big jar over there with the skull and the bones? Unlock it, and unscrew the lid, and get one of those cookies and take to your grandma. I've got this hot little number I met down at Grifty's, this waitress, and I've been wanting to go on a Caribbean cruise for 50 years. If I can cash in Grandma's life insurance, I'll be hot to trot again. I can go out with this little 20-something, and we can take one of those Caribbean cruises. Oh, Grandpa. Anyway, back to the story. So the dwarf comes in, and Snow White and the dwarf slip a little poison into Prince Charming's drink that night before he goes to bed. Anyway, I forgot to take my Vinci Focus Fix. Kiddos, can you go find my Vinci Focus Fix? I'm about to forget the rest of the story.
The highly effective Vinci Focus Fix will restore your fading memory and enhance your clear, alert mental thinking abilities. Side effects include, but are not limited to, increased appetite, homicidal thoughts, preoccupation with strip joints and young strippers, sudden incredible urges to dance, twitching of the left eyelid, itching of the posterior, sudden desires to cash in life insurance policies. Should not be used by Eskimo women who are nursing small infants, carpenters or construction workers, Greek belly dancers or trapeze artists. No more than 23 Vinci Focus Fix tablets should be taken during any 24-hour period. Avoid usage during a full moon. Vinci Focus Fix. Get your memory back today at a local pharmacy near you.
Well, Floyd. Of course, I want you to talk about your reaction to the death of Blatz, because everyone thought you had a man crush on Blatz, and I know there's other stories you want to tell me too, even some of the ones you've already told me 20 or 30 times. I know that you need to get them off of your chest. So go ahead, Lloyd, talk. That's what I'm here for. Well, thanks, Dr. Derrickson. It's thanks, you know. It's like, you know, my last name is Sizzler, so everybody was just always talking about, are the steaks done? Are the steaks done? Well, I do like to grill in the backyard, and occasionally I'll invite a friend over for a steak and baked potato, or maybe I'll put a chicken out on the grill, whatever. Of course, I always overcook it. I always forget about it, and it overcooks. You know, it happens all the time. But anyway, there's Sizzlers all over the country. Every time I see a steakhouse, I think of myself and my last name, you know, Floyd Sizzler. But anyway, I saved enough money by not using my dryer last year to be able to go to Mexico and go scuba diving. You know, I just hang the clothes out in the backyard, and saved enough by not using my dryer that, you know, I was able to pay for this scuba diving trip to Mexico. Anyway, there's like this ice cream parlor, this ice cream joint, like, you know, I don't know, half a mile from where I live, you know what I mean? And I like to go up there and get ice cream and sometimes a hamburger and what have you, but it's like they have these little narrow parking spaces. It's like whoever painted the parking lot, the parking lot, they're too narrow. So I got online and I complained about it. I called the 800 number and complained about it. I printed up the thing and put it on people's cars. Nobody does anything. The parking spaces are still just too narrow. And there's this park across from where I live, and the city never mows it. I mean, the grass can get up knee deep, and they never mow it. They mow every other park in town, but they never mow that one. Then when I went to Vegas, nobody ever told me that the buffets were free if you paid for like several nights room at the motel. And so I was like going out and buying all my meals and buying food at the convenience store and bringing it back to the motel. Finally, on the last day, I discovered this buffet and discovered that it was free meals if you rented a room at the motel, you know. But I don't know why nobody ever told me that or told me where the buffet was. Then when I went to the casinos, you know, I was buying all my drinks. I'd be sitting on the slot machine, you know, and I'd be paying for the drinks. And finally, one of the waitresses came over, you know, one of the girls, and served me a drink and said, you know, as long as you're gambling, you don't have to pay for these drinks. The drinks are on the house. I don't know why nobody ever told me. I'd never been to Vegas before, but nobody ever told me. I had this good-looking girlfriend one time, and we went to a Carlos Santana concert, and there he was on stage, and I thought Santana was looking directly at me. He just kept looking directly at me, and then I realized that my girlfriend was standing up behind me, flashing her tits at him, and that he was actually looking at her. He wasn't looking at me. He was looking at her. It's the story of my life. I'm ignored everywhere. I'm underappreciated. Nobody ever recognizes me. What can I say? Help me, Doc. Help me. Floyd. 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 Nah, just kidding. Did anyone ever tell you that you're probably nutty as a fruitcake? Well, no, Doc. You're not telling me that, are you? No, of course I'm not. Not Floyd. I'm just asking you if anybody ever told you that. I certainly hope nobody ever did. No, far be it from me to ever say anything like that. I would not like for you to have a complete nervous breakdown right here in the office. No. I just wondered if anybody had ever asked you that before, Floyd. No, Doc. No, they haven't. Okay.
Today, Lieutenant Skitters has flown to Europe to participate in the investigation that has identified a Murgatroyd serial killer as the perpetrator in the slaying of Blatson the artist. European sources state that Count Pedestrian III is meeting in Switzerland with delegates from other European nations today to discuss various issues.
Buongiorno. Bonjour. Lieutenant Skitters, I am Caprice, the lead butler here at the Castle pedestrian, I am so sorry to disappoint you, sir. Count pedestrian flown into a meeting. He is out of the country at the moment. As you know, he is going to be elected as the chairman of this new trans-European committee to oversee various European governments. So I'm afraid he may be away for quite some time, Lieutenant Skitters. I'm surprised that Interpol didn't tell you this. I'm sorry you wasted a flight from the United States only to be disappointed. I'm very, very regretful that Count Pedestrian is not here to see you, sir. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Lieutenant Skitters. Well, can I say, Caprice? You know, Count Pedestrian and I haven't been the best of friends, to say the least. I'm sure he bears me with the same level of suspicion that I air him with. I certainly would have appreciated talking with him. I do follow the news. I knew that he was vying for this important position. But I also knew that Interpol had contacted him 3 days ago, alerting him to the fact that I was flying over to talk to him. I would have thought out of common courtesy, seeing as how he knew Blatson so well, he would have at least been here to talk to me. I don't suppose, Caprice, you mind if I look around here? It's an awfully big castle, lots and lots of rooms. I think I even saw a documentary on the History Channel or one of those stations back in Murgatroyd. Back in medieval times, there were dungeons below. Prisons were held in, of course, during World War II. We all know Count Pedestrian II was a collaborator with the Nazis. That's a beautiful painting over on that wall. Wonder where that came from. Sure, this castle's full of paintings. I'm sorry, Lieutenant Skitters, if you do not mind, I'm going to ask you to leave now. I have business to take care of this afternoon for the Count. I'm sure if it's all that important, you can come back with the French authorities or with some Interpol if it's an absolute necessity that you look around the castle. So you'll please forgive me if I ask you to leave now, Lieutenant Skitters. Goodbye.
Help. Please, come get me out of here. Unchain me. Unchain me. Help me. Oh my God, Doreen, Caprice, someone, please help me. Help me. Get me out of here. I am going crazy chained down here in this dungeon. Get me out of here. Help me. Help me. Help me.
Oh, how lucky you are, Lieutenant Skitters. Inches away from me, feet away from me. I'm in this secret room. I could have lunged out at you and taken care of you right then, while Caprice was entertaining you. But Caprice let you slip out of my clutches. That damn fool, idiot. But I know how you think, Lieutenant Skitters. Oh, you'll be back. Probably alone. I doubt the French authorities or Interpol will dare touch Count Pedestrian. Oh, you'll walk right back into my trap. And I'll be hiding here. I'll be waiting here. And I'll take care of you once and for all, Lieutenant Skitters.
You handsome devil you. Thank you for bringing me this wonderful food. Hey, you're single aren't you? Well, guess what? I have a best-selling book coming out in the very near future. How would you like to accompany me on a trip around the world to promote it? Do you have any idea how long it's been since I have been with a nice, sweet, decent guy like you? I am sex-starved. I really need some male companionship. Is there a little private bedroom somewhere here in the castle that you could take us to? I think I could go all night with a hot stud like you. You could fix us some drinks, we could be together until dawn. European are so damn hot, so much more sophisticated than American guys. Gee, I can hardly wait to see how you European guys do it. Take me, you hot stud, take me.
We are taking the energy time flux device back with us. Senator Devane, I am afraid you are going to lose your ill-conceived war against the paper doll race. We have only just begun. Mark this day in history as the first victory of the paper dolls against mankind. Dr. Reeves Summer, we are taking you with us, because you have valuable knowledge about this energy time flux device. Goodbye, humans of 2016. Senator Devane, you would be wise to back off and leave the paper doll race alone. You have been warned. We are leaving now. Goodbye, Senator Devane. Goodbye.
ZY News Bulletin Alert from Humility Sun. The Senate hearing into the energy time flux device was today the scene of an invasion force of armed paper dolls who aided in the escape of Flashy the paper doll and successfully kidnapped Dr. Jacqueline Reeves Summer and also seized the energy time flux device. The terrorist team was led by Woody the Wood Pulp Boy, the same creature who recently destroyed most of the city of Murgatroyd. Senator Devane has vowed to go after these creatures one way or another. In other news, Judy Vincini made a speech at Vincini Cosmetics today, her first public appearance since she escaped from her kidnappers.
Well, at last, we are back in Paris, friends in 2040.
Do not worry, duplicate of Flashy, this so-called shatterproof glass will be no match for my strength. Step back to the far end of it while I break this glass cage to let you out of it, to free you from it. You will be safe here now with your own kind here in the future of 2043, my dear.
Woody, oh Woody, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you and the original Flashy coming to rescue me. I cannot remember when or how I was made. I just remember being in Uncle Frank's backyard and trying to return to the biotech lab because I had some kind of vague memory that drew me to it, but when I got near there, those dreadful humans apprehended me and placed me in this glass cage from which you have freed me. I am so glad to be here with my own kind. I will do whatever I can to help out in the struggle against mankind. We must fight our oppressors. We must resist the evil humans and free ourselves from a world dominated by them. You may not be aware of it, but I share an empathic link to you. And I know and sense things about you. There is something that you are not telling us. Heck, you may not even know it yourself. But you are very, very pregnant, and just like the first time that I gave birth, you are going to give birth to twins. Woody, you are about to become an uncle and I am about to become an aunt. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate.
Why, Caprice, you old dog, you. Didn't know you had it in you. Sorry if I interrupted you guys. Gotta admit, Sharon is quite a piece, even if she did kidnap my mom. If I wasn't already hitched to old Blondie, I might indulge and partake of a piece of that myself. Well, carry on, Caprice, you old chap. I'm going out for a little walk in the woods tonight. I hear there's this quaint little village nearby I haven't explored yet. Don't wear yourself out, Caprice.
You out, Caprice. You're a nice toss in the sack, but when a girl has got to go, a girl has got to go, and I am about as damn tired of this fancy castle as one can get. Not to mention being chained to the wall in the dungeon. It is time I make for Paris, France, and then off to the plastic surgeon to get my face fixed. Doreen told me Eric has a lot of euros in his room, so if I can just grab some spending money I should do fine once I get out of this hell.
Uncle Frank, if you hadn't been out there in that backyard doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing with that old flashy paper doll, your thighs wouldn't be all chafed up and rubbed raw like they are now. I ought to hide this Uncle Crud Bucket basic line thigh cream from you where you couldn't even find it.
Yeah, I ain't see, you don't do me like that. There comes a time in every man's life when he needs some Uncle Crud Bucket basic lime thigh cream, and I'm having that point in my life right now. So just go get me some of that fire cream and don't fuss so much, alright, Aunt Susie?
Get some Uncle Crud Bucket's Basic Lime Thigh Cream at the Super Deluxe grocery store today. A Vincini product from Vincini.
Sweetie pie. I can't wait to see you tonight. Once the old battle axe goes to sleep tonight, I'll sneak out and come over to the strip joint. If she'll ever kick the bucket, I don't know why those old poison cookies are taking so long. Anyhow, I'd sneak out and see you now, but I'm stuck with the grandkids again. Gosh, I wish I could remember how to get to daycare. Anyhow, sweetie pie, as soon as I get rid of the old battle axe for good, we'll take off on that Caribbean cruise. Okay, we're going to go on that Caribbean cruise as soon as I can, darling. All right, I got to go now. I got to read the grandkids a story. Hey, kiddies. Sit down here. Grandpa's going to read you a story. Okay, yeah, here's the one. All right. So, Prince Charming kept going out and picking these prostitutes up every night. Kind of like you do, Grandpa? Oh, no, never mind about that. So anyway, Snow White had poisoned the prince, but he miraculously survived. And somebody who was kin to him, some kind of a count or a duke or somebody, I can't remember, he'll give me one of my Vinci Focus Fix. I can't remember the rest of the story, kiddo.
Dosage advisory warning to users of Vinci Focus Fix. Extreme violent behavior has been linked to excessive use of Vinci Focus Fix, including suicides, homicides, mass murders, serial killings and more. Dosage is now restricted to 20 pills per 24 hours instead of the originally suggested 23. Most insurance and Medicare will no longer pay for Vinci Focus Fix, so we have a neat new lifetime payment plan to ensure that you can keep receiving these. Contact the Vinci Corporation at 1-800-666-666 for further details.